Rain moves into the forecast, and I'll tell you this one going to be a bit more wet. Lindsay?
Hey, Julie, thanks a lot. It started in the Bronx some 30 years ago, and since then, hip-hop has found its way into the barrios of communist Cuba. As part of Black History Month celebration, Sacramento State is going to be screening a documentary about hip-hop's global reach. This morning, the documentary's producer, director, and a Christian Brothers alumni, Eli Jacobs-Fantauzzi, joins us to talk about making his film. I hope I didn't blast your name too badly there.
You got it.
Hey, tell me a little bit about how hip-hop started in Cuba. Here in the U.S., it was kind of a voice for young people in the cities to talk about what they didn't like about their living conditions and what was going on. Is it similar in Cuba?
It's very similar in Cuba. What we have found is that, hip-hop has been a voice for people around the world to talk about their situation. And because of the educational system in Cuba, they have a good knowledge of what's happening in the world. So it's also a world critique, about the system they live in, to change things, and also to give props to certain areas of life in terms of the healthcare system and other things that you see in Cuba.
So what drew you to this topic?
Being Puerto Rican, the Caribbean is home to me, and I wanted something refreshing. I feel like Cuban hip-hop is refreshing. I'm tired of the commercialism and capitalism in the hip-hop that we have here.
A lot of people would agree with that. We want to take a brief break here and take a look at a clip from your film, so let's pause and go to that.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about the filming of this. Were you pretty much on your own, or did you have a big crew? And also, did you face any problems in Cuba trying to shoot?
Well, I faced no problems, and the movie is called Inventos, which means making something out of nothing. So I had no big budget, nobody, gave me money to make the film, very independent. And it's also part of the struggle that they, as musicians, face in Cuba with little resources because of the U.S. embargo.
And were you down there all on your own, or did you have a few people with you? How'd this work?
I had a few people with me. My older brother, who's the executive producer, Khalil, and some other friends.
So tell us, is this a one-time thing for you, or is this a budding career, are you hoping?
This is a budding career. From Cal, I went to NYU, and because this film got some awards at the Pan-African Film Festival in Denver, it's doing bigger things. My next film is about hip-hop in Ghana, West Africa. It's called Homegrown. Be on the lookout for that. It's going to be great.
All right. It sounds fantastic. All right. We really appreciate you joining us and showing us a little of your work. We're going to tell people a little bit about where they can see this screening. The screening is open to the public. That's going to be tomorrow from 10:30 to noon. That's at the Hindi Auditorium at Sacramento State. Check it out if you've got some time. Well, next, it's been an amusing weekend in Las Vegas for the NBA All-Star Weekend. Sir Charles Barkley taking the court again, but this time he's not playing with guys his own age. Why he's racing a 67-year-old man. That's next.
Black Expo 2007, February 23rd.